Welcome back to Database Solution. I hope you are doing very well. In this video, we are going to learn about how to find last query ID in Snowflake scripting using global variable SQLID. So before going forward, I request you viewer to please subscribe the channel and like this video if you find this video helpful. And if you have any question, feel free to ask using comment box. So let's get started. In a Snowflake variable SQLID, which is global variable, can be used to retrieve the query ID of the most recently executed. Here is the example. We execute two SQL query, select one and select two, and capture their respective query ID using global variable SQLID. In this example, we declare here variable query ID 1, which is varchar data type, query ID 2, which is also varchar data type, and beginning and end, this is anonymous block, and we execute here select one, this is query 1, and capture their query ID using SQLID. This is global variable and capture into query underscore ID underscore 1, which is varchar data type. And again we execute here select 2 and capture their query ID using SQLID, and we return here query ID 1 and query ID 2 using return command. In Snowflake scripting, this is the array format, so we write here in square bracket of these user defined variable. Okay, so if I execute this statement, you can see here we capture both select one and select two query ID using SQLID and return using return command in array format. So if you want to verify this, go to here and go to query history, and for select one, click on this and copy this query ID, and again go to project, go to sheet, and if I paste this, you can see here same query ID. Okay, and if you want to verify, you can again go to here query ID history and select this and copy this project sheet, and this is second query ID for select 2. Okay, this is same. If you using SnowSQL and classic console or Python connector, then we need to execute using execute immediate, then $, and terminated by $, and this is the same command as above. So if I execute this statement, this select statement query execute again, so it's captured different query ID. You can see here this is the different query ID. You can verify from query history as well. So that's all about in this video. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe the channel and like this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.